Oh, dude, that's great quality.
All right.
You see your
So
head wrinkles.
it's recording. It's recording.
Oh.
This?
Trip, it's recording.
All
Put
right.
your hand
I'm gonna introduce us and then we'll get started.
Yeah.
All right. First thing we're gonna do
Dude, that's
is
nice.
I want everybody to clap in 3, 2, 1, followed by complete silence. Okay. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. All right, now we can start. Why did you just hit somebody? I don't like violence isn't cool. Okay, hi.
This is
This is my YouTube channel. This is not going on the church YouTube channel. If you want to go to the church YouTube channel, you just find more boring podcasts. But this is the student podcast. We're gonna do it in like 15, 20 minutes. And behind me, we have our primary guests, one of who's just now leaving. So first, let's introduce ourselves. I'm gonna pop this egghead down, and this friend over here will introduce us and start us off. Go for it.
I'm Jackson, and yeah.
I'm Hannah.
Me? Yeah, they call me Blazer. I want to be Blazer for today.
Blazer.
Okay. I'm Adelie.
All right, everybody at home, wave.
Blazer.
If you're watching this, I'm out of focus, and that's okay. So really, we wanted to do this to get the students together to talk about a very important subject. Does any of the students know what subject that is? What is it? What is it, Jackson?
It's being involved in a church.
Yeah, so being involved in a church. What's a fancy word that people use for that?
Member.
Yeah, say it loud and proud, Hannah.
Member.
Yeah, there we go. There we say yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody,
Yeah.
3 finger snaps for Hannah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we just talked for 30 minutes about church membership. Like why it's important from a scriptural standpoint, why Jesus commands it. So I've got a few questions for y'all. I want to see what y'all think about these things, okay? My first question, why is church membership even a thing? Like, why is that important? Go for it.
So you can be involved in a church and like know people who know God, and like you can grow with them through God.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Guys, one pat on your own back for Emily. Jackson, you were going to say something.
Yeah. You can volunteer and serve in a church, and that is part of it.
Yeah, that's good. That's true. Mm-hmm. What are y'all doing? You wrote down the same notes as her. Why are you
I
trying
was
to...
just stretching.
Oh, yeah, sure. Is there a difference between being involved in a church versus just attending? Somebody
Yes.
new, tell me. What's the difference between being involved at a church versus just attending?
Your turn, Blazer.
What about her?
The difference is like, if you're just attending, you're just like going, watching the sermon, going home, just doing whatever after. But like, if you're involved in it, it's like actually like doing stuff, like maybe helping with kids, being in the choir, and greeting or doing offerings.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. Everybody do one of these. Making sure you're awake. Trip, is it possible to be involved at a church if you only go online?
No.
Oh, okay. How? How is that?
You don't get to serve.
Yeah.
Say that, but
Yeah.
louder.
Oh yeah.
You don't get to serve.
All right, now say it.
You don't get to serve.
That's right. That's right. Good job.
This is so good.
The audio is going to be so butchered, but that's going to be fun. So yeah, if you only go to church online, you can't serve in the local church body, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean we should stop filming Service? No. What's a useful thing about filming everything and streaming it?
If you're sick.
You can go back and watch it.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
there's some people that can't leave their house. So.
Yeah, no, actually there is. Yeah, so it's very, very helpful to have that. And actually, part of, now I don't want to jump ahead of myself, but part of one of the things the church is supposed to do is reach people in the congregation who might be stuck at home, for whatever reason that might be, and to make sure that they're still involved to check on them, right? So I've got some questions for y'all that we took notes on as well. Can somebody tell me what the church is like? In 1 Corinthians, Paul uses this analogy. Jackson, you went first.
The church is like a body, and every person is another body part, and we need each other to function.
Absolutely. If you have a hard time smelling things, do you think that would affect maybe your survivability out in the wild?
Yeah, that would totally. Like,
Mhm.
if you're a rabbit, and
Uh-huh.
and there is only like one way to distinct what berries are poisonous, and it's like your smell, you could die.
Yeah, absolutely. Adelie, how often would you want to drive if you could not see?
Not often.
That's good.
No,
That's a
good.
good answer.
I really hope you wouldn't want to try.
Is it possible to drive if you don't have hands?
I mean, yeah,
Technically
actually,
speaking.
with your stubs and stick them in.
Or your feet.
Yes. So
Yeah.
that was a little bit of a trick question. I had something in mind. There's a guy who doesn't have hands and
I
arms.
saw a video too.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you
Who?
can imagine
It's a video.
there's a real learning curve there. That's probably not as immediately easy as it would be for us, right? So that's not to make light of those situations. What it is supposed to do, though, is show us that every part of the body, which is supposed to be the church, Trip put those up, thank you. Every part of the body has an important function. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
What are some different parts of the church that people can serve in?
Kids.
Kids? What does that mean?
Like,
Like, are we serving kids? What is that?
no, like, you're like, for second hour, like, you can go back there and you are playing with them, you are helping them, not helping them, but teaching them about God.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. What's another place?
Media.
I'll let you start some media, and then I'll come back to you, Hannah.
Oh, we said the same thing. I said film.
Oh, okay.
Film crew.
Okay, yeah. What do they do?
Film?
That's
Media,
very
like,
deep,
controls
Very
the volume and
Uh-huh.
the sound and, like, the lyrics for
Mhm.
the singing team, which is another way you can serve by singing in front of the whole church for worship.
Mhm.
And
Who are those people who are really energetic, maybe, or just very kind that wave at you?
greeters.
Greeters. Why might that be important?
Because, like, let's say you are
Let's say,
having
yeah.
a really bad day. Your dog died.
The morning just started.
Yeah,
This is an awful
This is
morning.
on Sunday
Your-
morning.
your car wouldn't turn on.
How'd they get there?
Because then you had to go to the repair shop and get it. You were out of gas.
How'd you get to the repair shop?
okay.
He's building the worst morning you could possibly
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
But what you're saying is these
And
things
like-
can happen.
Yeah, that happened. You're really sad. Like, and then you walk in and you see this happy person saying, "I'm glad you're here." That would make me happier. But
Yeah.
it would make you, like, happier and more happy that you're there.
Absolutely, brother. Amen.
Yeah.
Yes, Hannah.
Because some people, when they get there, they don't know what they're doing, or, like,
Mhm.
it's, like, some people are shy and just, like, walk in and they're just, like, sometimes, like, overwhelmed with all the people, but sometimes it's good to, like, say hi.
Yeah. No. It's. Would you say it's an important role?
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because, like, if I showed
should
up
be
to a new
better.
place, I wouldn't just, like, want to be stuck in a corner not knowing what I'm doing.
Mhm.
And, like, because it's, like, good to get to know somebody while they're there.
No, absolutely. I agree. So, we can all agree all these different areas you can serve, and we just listed a few of them. Equally important in different functions, right? What if everybody did the same thing and only the same thing? Do you think that would work very well? No.
No.
It would be kind of awkward if everybody preached.
How would you feel if we had Jackson?
Having Jackson on stage.
Someday.
Someday.
Yeah.
I'd have so much time over.
I-
It'd be
I
like
have-
negative 12
I have
whenever
no
they
doubt
stop the clock.
in your ability to have things to talk about for a certain that's helpful. Absolutely. So here's another question. Why can't I just go to church and not be a member? Like, yes, go for it, Jackson.
Because, like, if you go to church and not a member, you, like, are alone. And men were not made to be alone.
Mhm.
That's why Adam got Eve
Yeah.
in the beginning of time, because God didn't want him to be alone. It'd make him go crazy.
There are a lot of true things in what you said.
A lot.
The point being, yeah, it's good not for man not to be alone. Yes, Hannah.
Like, we need, I don't know, because, like, earlier how we were talking about, it's good to, like, share how do you say the word?
Burdens.
Burdens. I almost said burnings.
Burning.
Burdens with each other and, like, joy, and it's just, like,
Mhm.
if you're just attending, you're just going there and then just minding your business after, and it's kind of hard to do, like, be a part of a community just
Mhm.
not doing it. If you can't be a part of a community if you don't do anything.
Absolutely. Does a community not just pick each other up when things go down, but what do they also do? They pick each other up when things go
Right.
Right.
like what just happened, I don't know, 30 minutes ago. You got a text message from
Oh, yeah.
your aunt,
I forgot about that.
and we celebrated that because a new baby. Yeah, that's
Oh,
awesome.
I don't even know the name yet. They've been calling it Paris.
Paris?
It's a boy.
Oh,
That's
Parasite.
No. They've just been calling it Parasite for right now until they name it.
oh boy.
Wait,
That's,
you can have a child and not name it yet?
No,
you,
they're still at the
You,
hospital. They got time.
yeah, like it's a decision you can make there.
I thought you name your child and then you.
And sometimes
No.
you get there and
You don't
you
know.
don't think it looks like the name that you wanted to name it.
I think they just look like a potato, but
You
But
know.
we can't name them potato. Right?
Hi,
That would
potato.
be
You
so-
could.
Like I'm
You
sure
mean-
your
yeah.
parents got to the hospital and had your name like Roger or something, but then like
No, they actually
Jackson.
wanted me to be
I
Jackson.
know, I'm just kidding.
That's really
hypothetically.
Sawyer, they had no idea.
Okay.
So, with a church, we're not designed to be alone. Therefore, we get together, right?
Like a puzzle.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle.
That's smart.
So, the Bible talks a lot about people, and compares them to certain animals.
Sheep.
Sheep
Sheep.
Oh.
Well, and wolves.
and wolves.
Yeah.
If they're like bad people and they
Yeah.
wanna
Want to trick you.
or like kill
Sinners.
you.
Yeah.
Sinners are wolves.
There you go.
Absolutely. What's when we talk about sheep? What are sheep known for being?
Dumb.
They're
Um,
dumb.
They're not quite
They're
bright.
Stupid. Oh.
Oh, I might get demonetized. Like, careful, man.
You know you gotta protect the sheep. You can't.
You
can't
can't.
Hey,
talk
your
about
ghost
them
hunting
like
video
this.
was taken off. We don't want this video.
It was, wasn't it? I'll have to look into
It was?
It
Yeah,
That's
I
a-
think it was.
Yeah, I'll look into that.
I haven't seen it.
But Hannah,
I
you
want
said something a second ago.
What?
About it's not good for sheep to
Go on.
be alone. Why?
Because then. Jackson's trying to say as a wolf would get him.
Uh-huh. Well, that's true. There's a lot of things in this world that
Can murder sheep.
yeah.
Distract us is
Yeah.
Better word choice.
That I mean, it's true, but yeah, distract us. What are they distracting us from?
God.
Yeah. Who specifically? Because God can mean a lot of things to different people.
Jesus.
But we're talking about Jesus, right? So here's my final question to wrap this up. This kind of ties into what we just said 26 seconds ago. What does the church meet together to celebrate?
Jesus Christ.
Say it proud.
Jesus Christ.
That's right, everybody. Can we get an amen for Hannah?
Amen.
Absolutely. Is this what makes the church unique compared to the rest of the world and its communities?
Yes.
And when we're a community that's based on Christ, what does that show us about how we should act to others, how we should treat others?
Love each other.
Yeah, that we love each other.
You can't love each other. Don't know God.
Say it a little louder. I don't think the mic can hear you.
No. You can't love each other if you don't know God. Because
Right.
God is love.
Amen. Absolutely. That's bars.
That's bars.
Yeah.
Bars.
So, what's the greatest commandment?
Love Jesus Christ. With
Love
all your
Jesus Christ
mind,
with all your love, heart, mind, soul,
soul, strength.
strength, body.
Yes. Jesus Christ is God, but the actual verse is love the Lord your God. With
With all your whole
Understood.
soul,
Yeah.
heart,
Uh-huh.
mind, body,
All right, now
Not
you wait.
biceps.
You wait. This is what you are doing. This is what I want you to do.
You could just see it.
Yeah. So, that's the greatest commandment. What's the second greatest commandment? Right underneath.
Love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Yes. So, would you say that if somebody loves the Lord their God with all their soul, all their strength, all their mind, and all their heart, do you think that changes the way that you would love other people?
Because, like, if you know God, then you know love, and it kind of, like, changes your perspective on love.
Absolutely.
Because, like, the world has, like, a different, like, I don't know. I feel like for the world, it's more like love is, like, an action more than a
Verb.
feeling.
It's more like a verb than a
I
noun.
know what you're meaning. For the world, love is kind of vague.
Mm-hmm.
What it means. It's kind of whatever you want it to mean. But God defines it and He personifies it. Right? It is integral to His character. So that's awesome on an individual level to love the Lord your God and to love others as you love yourselves. But imagine a whole community that shares in that same greatest striving in their whole life. Think that's going to impact the world? Yeah, absolutely. Think that's going to reach people? Think that's going to change people?
Yes.
Think it's going to change those people already in that community?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I want you to give yourself a pat on your shoulder, or your other shoulder, I don't care which one. Y'all been good sports. Y'all have any closing remarks or goofy things you want to share, or serious things you want to share?
I almost dropped Wilson.
Why did you put Justin?
I didn't